Yep. Here we go. Yo, what up, Pope? What's up, man? How are you, Pope? What's good, yo? Let's do this. Yeah, me too, man. Just taking a break. Did my social media shit for the day. Might go for a run later. Nice. I gotta get back into my cardio grind. Like, for real. I used to do cardio like every day, but I've been slacking for like 6 months. I've been like lifting weights, and I'm actually like stronger than I don't really consider it marketing, but you know, just I have like a routine. Post something on Instagram, post a short on YouTube. Not really marketing. It's not really targeted. It's just like, oh, I have like 20 minutes. I might as well post a short kind of thing. I'm so ADD. I have goals for the week, like post so many shorts a week. Go on live stream so many times, maybe work on a song, stuff like that. What's up, Xena? What's up, audio? How's everybody today? We're gonna do ultimate, and we're gonna do shares on, drop style, PSO2, create game. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the Yasha. Let me just check. So I've been practicing. I'm back. I'm good at PSO again. It just took me a little while. I've been playing today and I played last night. But I'm gonna try and get, I think I have a Sanj. It's like a type of sword, but it's a two-handed combo, so I'm trying to get the Yasha. Let me pull out the Sanj. It turns into Sanj and Yasha, and I want it. Bank, shit. Why can't I do bank shared? Bank. What the heck? Why aren't my, there we go, bank. Yo, what up, Splee? How are you, man? How's it been? Let me see if I can find my Yasha. I got so much shit. If anyone sees it, let me know. I think it should have been at the top. But chainsaw. This is actually a good weapon. The chainsaw. It's not as good as what I have, the red sword, but it's pretty cool. What's the hit on this one? This one has machine. These percentages are like random. They can go to like 50, I think. But anyways, it's kind of like Diablo, where you get randomized stats on each drop, like each weapon drop. So like this one has machine, so it's 25% stronger against machine, shit like that. That's what makes the game so addicting. This one has native. This red sword is kind of trash. It has 5% native, but that's it. Crazy Tune's a cool weapon. It's like a guitar. Red dagger, good weapon. Red slicer, also a pretty good weapon. I should actually be carrying that with me. This one is pretty shit stats, but I'm gonna actually bring that. So yeah, I have a Sanj. It's actually a pretty good Sanj. What up, Knights? How are you, man? Yeah, so it's got 20% machine, 10% dark. It doesn't have any hit on it. So this is the AU 1963 model made by Joan. I gotta look up the drop tables real quick. Let me go to Affinia. Drop charts. Because they have different drop charts. Ultimate, and I'm Viridia. This is what I'm looking at. So we gotta go down the list here. Actually, you can't see it because I have a window up. You can't see it right now, but I'm looking at a drop chart. It's on their website. I'm looking at this, if you want to look at it. So I'm Viridia right now, so I want... Caves is pretty stacked for me. So I think, yeah, Gill Shark slash Milkweek. Yeah, the Milkweek. Funny name. It's a really low drop rate, though. What would this be? Like, what's that drop rate? That's such a weird drop rate. 1 point... It's just a Milkweek. And it drops Yasha. I really want that, because it'll complete the thing. What else can I get in here? I already have this. I got the Sanj, but I don't know where I got the Sanj from. Oh yeah, I got it from here, from the Pan Arms. What can I get from the mines? Heaven Punisher? Should I farm this? I would have to do the mines, but I could technically farm it. Wouldn't that be wild if I got the Heaven Punisher on stream? I would definitely make a short with the song. Let's do it. Let's try and get the Heaven Punisher. So we'll go mines. I like the mines. They're a vibe. We're going for it. PSO gods be with me. Yo, what up, Omar? Bruh, love your music. Didn't expect to find you streaming. Loved your recent release. Appreciate you. I'm glad you liked the release. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah, Heaven Punisher is like a handgun, and it has a really, really good special. It like rains fucking lasers from the sky. So we'll try and get it. We'll do some mines runs. Mines kind of... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. What does it drop from again? Sinnoh Gold. So it can only drop from like these gold dudes in here. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna need some backup guys to play with me, because I don't know if I'm strong enough really to do this with this character. I could probably... Well, I can't do it with my force because... Well, he doesn't have the same drop table. Alright, everybody, let me just power up. Such a lovely aesthetic. Is this game still alive? Oh yeah, it's still alive. Yo, what up, Zach Will? How are you, man? Funny story, guys, and I'm not trying to brag. This is literally just like something that's been happening. And I didn't, well, maybe I felt like maybe one day it would happen because of my love for PSO, but like on Affinia, and it might happen while I'm on stream, but I find it super funny. I was hanging out with Beanie, and I was just showing her PSO, and this happened a couple times, but it happened earlier. I was just chilling in normal mode, like in the beach area, because I was just relaxing, because that's what I do. Just relax at Seaside or whatever, just vibe out. Someone comes in and they're like, hey man, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And I was like, I'm not really playing, I'm just kind of like hanging out here relaxing. And they were like, are you Dusk? And I was like, yes. And they were like, no, are you like the Dusk? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the Dusk, I suppose. And I talked with them for a little while. This has been happening on here. It happened on World of Warcraft once, and I was just like, whoa man, things are getting a little bit... Dusk Army's growing, man. It's so crazy. But I love this game so much that, like, I'm kind of not surprised. It's like my favorite, probably, work of art on this planet is Phantasy Star Online, so... So the reflections on the floor, what you're seeing, Knights, on Affinia, the reason why people love to play on Affinia is because the coder... I think his name is Soda. He's like a really good coder, and he took the Blueburst client and like jacked it on steroids. So like his version of the game, the Affinia version of the game, has all sorts of different extra effects like bloom and upscaling and all sorts of shit that you would see like on a graphics card, you know, like NVIDIA filters and stuff. That's why it looks so good, because he's just modded it to where it's like amazing. This is the best server hands down. Like if Sega brought back Phantasy Star Online, that would kind of suck because I feel like they would ruin it, but they should get that dude to run it, because that Soda is like crazy good. He literally revived this whole game. I mean, Shithack was cool and stuff, but it was just basically the Blueburst client, and Shithack had tons of drama. I used to play on Shithack, and like the the admins were like doing some really shady like real world cash shop behind the scenes. Like, you give me so much money, I'll give you a level 100 character, or like I'll give you a custom weapon. They were doing all sorts of weird shit. So I was there for the downfall of Shithack. I used to play on Shithack all the time, literally since I was like 17, 18 on PSO PC, which is a different version, by the way. PSO PC is the first version of Phantasy Star Online on the PC, and it's based off the Dreamcast version. So we used to all play that because that was the only thing that had a private server, except for like the console games. You could go on to the private servers. But then, sorry for ranting. Yo, what up? It's really early here, like really early, like 3 in the morning. But that's pretty. I'm not gonna be able to do this without some friends. Can someone come on and help me? Does anyone have like a level 130 plus character so we can try and grind out Heaven Punisher? Game's free. I mean, obviously, if you haven't played it before, you won't be able to get into ultimate mode. But I need assistance. I think Jet might come on and play. Matt, I think he might come on and play, but I haven't seen him on the Discord, so I don't know. No, not Shithack, like with a C, like SCHT. You can look it up, Shithack Drama. It was a whole thing, man. And then everything kind of went dark for a while, and then Affinia popped up, like out of the mist. How do I play this game? Just search Affinia. Want me to link the website? Let me just get into a safe area, a safe space, if you will. And I'll link you it. It should be pretty kosher to link this on stream. I don't think Sega's gonna get upset. It's this, by the way. So that was like that was the front runner of PSO servers until all of the drama. The classic private server trap where so they try and monetize off of it, and then like it gets shady, and then everything went to shit. But yeah. So I forgot what my train of thought was, but this is the best version of the game by far. Everybody plays on here. It's kind of like the Turtle WoW of PSO. I don't really want Sega to revive this version. I don't want them to revive Blueburst. I wouldn't mind if they remade it, you know, like a new game based on it. But what I wouldn't want is them to bring Blueburst back, because then they'd shut down all the private servers or like cease and desist, etc., etc. And then they'd have to monetize it because they're corporate, and they'd be like, oh, we're going to have a cash shop and we're going to have all these items. And because they monetize the fuck out of things. If you've seen New Genesis or even PSO2. So it would get wild real quick. What's up, History? Been a while since I've been in the stream. Your music been banging, my G. Love it. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the new music. Yo, what up, Coyote? Appreciate you. I'm glad you like the music. How'd you guys like the change of pace? Heaven Punisher was kind of like a wake-up, right? I've been putting out a lot of, like, really atmospheric music, and then I said, fuck it. I want to make something that bangs. It's still got some atmospheric parts, but, like, just a reminder that I can make bangers, too, yo. Not trying to flex or nothing. You could technically buy it, just not on Bandcamp. It's on like Apple and stuff, or it should be soon. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yo, what up, no one? I don't know what I'm gonna do with my singles, because I don't want to put my singles in mixes or albums, because there's this thing called like there's like this specific code that you can use to like link songs that you've already released to like an album, so that it takes the streaming data that's already up and just plops it in the album. But I tried to use it with Lost Sanctuary and it didn't work. It just duplicated all the songs. So I'm kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'll have to figure something out. I got some ideas, but PSO music is so cool. It's hard to find music like it, so I appreciate the track. Appreciate you. Yeah, there's a lot of... I think I have a lot of PSO sounding tracks. I really need help. I'm gonna have to go to the caves until I get assistance. Bro, I absolutely love Heaven 11. Oh, heck yeah. The tape sessions? Thanks. I made those. I recorded those on tape. That whole mix is a live tape mix. If you guys haven't checked it out, it doesn't have as many streams as the other ones. I came back and played a little Affinia this week, and it was so chill. I played on Shithack server back in the day, and it brought back all the memories of hanging out. Yeah, Affinia is the place, man. I have the digital album in my library on Bandcamp. Well, thanks for the support. I appreciate you. Apologies to the 3 people who ordered tapes like a week ago from tape sessions. I didn't forget about you. I'm waiting for Beanie to... She's been busy. She's been really busy, and I'm like really bad at crafts, right? I have to put the stickers for the front of the tape. There's like a label that goes on the front of the tape. It's a whole artwork thing. When I place the stickers on the tapes, they become crooked, and I feel bad. So I'm gonna have her, she places the stickers on the tapes, and I'm waiting on her to place the stickers on the tapes, which we're gonna do tomorrow, and then I'm gonna send out everybody's tape sessions. So I apologize for the delay. And the 2 people who bought CDs, I have them packed. I know they're probably not in here, but they're packed. I'm gonna ship them out. Yo, Darren, I'm glad you like the new drop. You guys want to know something crazy, though? And I'm kind of over it. I'm not upset about it anymore. When I modded that Pro VLA, I used it on that track, and it worked perfectly, and now it's dead. So, like, that track is the only track that has the modded... That iteration of my modded Pro VLA 2 compressor, it died after the track, which is kind of cool. I'm glad it at least lasted through the track so I could fucking put it out. Damon Echo from Lost Sanctuary is one of my favorite tracks in that album. That's so cool. You know what's wild is, like, I thought Damon Echo would be a bad track. Like, I thought it was kind of a weak track. And people tend to like that one the most. So it just goes to show you my judgment isn't always on point. Like, I wouldn't expect that one to be the big one, but it kind of is. If I was kind of guessing that it would be Sky Data Corridor, but, like, yeah. Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys like it. Should I do the thing where I play, like... I kind of want to listen to the PSO music for a while. I'll put on my own music after, but, like... When I play PSO, I don't want to listen to my own shit. So we're just going to play it with the dope-ass cave music. Yeah, I know, Knights. You tell me. Yeah, the Pro VLA died, but it's okay. I bought another one. So donate so I can afford it. Just kidding. Or am I? Yeah, I'm kidding. But, yeah, I've got a... Fuck, dude. Can someone, like, come join the game so that I don't die? Because my character's a little weak for caves. I can do it on solo mode, but, like, this is not solo mode. I've got 3 slots open. I'm in the first ship if anyone wants to play with me. I'm just going to hang out in the hospital until someone joins. Please. You got to have an ultimate character, though. Let me see if Matt's still up. Hold on. I'm gonna... Oh! Yo. Eos? Are you on the stream? Would you recommend playing this game if I was into PSU growing up? Yes, but it's slower paced. It's a little more simple. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it because it's the game that started it all. Yo, what up, Sugar? How are you? Black Eyes, are you playing on Affinia? Yeah. Always Affinia. I represent Affinia 100%. I love this server. I want to throw a DJ event in this server. So if anybody knows, like, the moderators or the developers, I'd like to do a Dusk DJ event in Affinia. The locals seem to know me on the server, so maybe we can get something going. Let me see. I mean, Phantasy Star on Sega Master System started all. That's very true. But this is a whole different beast than... Oh, why am I in Forest? Hold on. I'm coming. Sorry if, I'll try and read chat best I can. But PSO, it's a little harder to read chat than World of Warcraft because it's a little bit faster paced because it's this hack and slash. So if I miss something in chat, I apologize. Oops. On my way. Thanks, history. Yeah, DJ, I did. I took... Beanie helps me with the album covers now. She's actually really good at graphic design, but I did some of it too. We both work on them together. And then, of course, a lot of it's actually done by Kevlar, but they give me, like, the templates so I can open the files and, like, mess with them. I took the Lost Sanctuary girl, Angel Admin, and I put her in the Heaven EXE kind of thing and made like a new variation on it. So I'm pretty proud of it. But it wasn't just me. It would be Kevlar and then my girlfriend Beanie kind of looking and being like, you should move that to the right or the left to center it kind of stuff, or change that color. She's really good at that stuff. I'm just good at the aesthetic, like what I think it should be. Hold on, let me cast some shit here. Yos. Is Eos Matt? I don't know. I forgot what Matt's name was. But I feel like he would have said something in chat. Nitro. Yo, what up, Prince? Who's my favorite? One last question. Karik or Eleanor? Eleanor. 100%. Karik's pretty cool, though. He's the soul eater. I have the mag. That's Eleanor mag right there. He's wearing the Eleanor mag, actually. Gotta debuff everything so we can kill it. I might switch to my Slicer. Slicer might be better here. I'm not sure. It doesn't look as cool, but it's going to be able to cut through everything in here. Might be the best bet here. I just don't like the Slicer. I don't like boomerang type weapons, you know? I'll just switch between. Can't wait to get my good PC, then I can start PS2 emulating. Heck yeah. Like, I feel like you could run a PS2 emulator on a fairly modest PC, but maybe not like all the mods. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Slicer, but unfortunately it's a little bit OP. Especially for in here. Especially when you're a lower level. I mean, I would prefer to just use my sword, but then I gotta get up close with them. I'll use the sword on the... See, that's why. I gotta buff us. The buffs are so important in this game. Especially, like, on this character, because she has, like, low ATP or whatever. So, her buffs are better than the other hunters. I gotta get the light. Where the heck's the light? Oh, there it is. And they don't make games like this anymore. They really don't. I really want to make a Phantasy Star clone. Like, and call it Heaven EXE. I really, really do, but I don't know anything about that stuff, and I don't have the money to do it. If I had, like, $5 million, I would make it. I wouldn't even care if it sold. Gaia Ray, that would be a different game. Heaven EXE would be the one like PSO, and hear me out, because it's like, I could make it like the levels are within a virtual world kind of deal, like you're stuck, kind of like a dot hack type thing. Whereas like Gaia Ray would be like a single player game, I feel like, or like a 3-player, 4-player open world. But there's no way I'm making an open world game. That's just not happening. I'm not making any game probably, but we'll see. Alright, back to the stupid Slicer. I keep getting my ass kicked. Slicer it is. These things, they penetrate my armor. We're a little low for in here, but maybe we'll get saved. All I can do is debuff and kind of... There we go. Sinnoh Gold should drop soon. I want Heaven Punisher. That would be insane, because it drops from here. Not from these dudes, though. These are Sinnoh Blues. We here at the Royal Skies Game Development Discord server love your music, Dusk. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome, Zone. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're talking about how we want to make a PSO clone. String Theory? Yeah, I remember that. I want to join, but I'm pretty low for Ultimate Minds. What level are you? Just join up. You'd be cannon fodder. Just kidding. But yeah, you could join us. I mean, I'm not that picky here. We'll take anyone. If you can join, join. Surrounded by game devs, but... Yeah, surrounded by game devs, which is amazing, but we still can't make a game because I can't pay you. So we're kind of screwed until we make some money. And there's no way I'm doing a Kickstarter. I'm not getting into all that bullshit. I've seen my friend... Kickstarters go south so easily, I'm staying away. Personally, all I can do now is make small 2D games and Minecraft mods. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty dope. It's more than I can do. You made Gaia Ray look too cool. Now I need it. Well, Gaia Ray could be a game. You think Gaia Ray should be the PSO clone? What's up, ZZ? How are you? ZZZ. What am I doing? All right, I'm coming. This dude's like, he's like waiting for me. And I still don't know if it's Matt. I think it is. That's Dusk, the girl in Gaia Ray. Chilling there. Just wait, you guys. Just wait for Dusk to pop in idol form. She's gonna be like an idol in music videos and stuff. That's when the project is really gonna take a turn, because it's gonna establish that like I'm not the main center focus. For real, and that's when shit's gonna get real. Hey. There he is. Dropping pipe. Let's see. Decrypted Heart Key is such a vibe that put me to sleep one night. Oh, heck yeah. I still want to make an ambient album. Or like an ambient mix that's just for sleep. Like, that's literally it. Oh yeah, we got a ranger. I think I can go sword mode now. There's enough of us to where they'll be confused. Yeah, I do. I do want to make one, and I think it would pop off too, because I think a lot of people in the community would like it. The problem is like, I get bored really easily with that kind of music. Hey, there he is. There's Matt. Yo. Trying to... I think we should probably do like max attack or something if we're gonna really farm it. I heard him pop in. Making it or listening to it? Like making it. Like I would get bored making it. I'd have to really condition myself. You know, to make an ambient album, I'd probably have to play video games and work on music at the same time. Rhythm games are another bit of nostalgia. I enjoy some. Recently, my friend has found an old DDR Supernova cabinet, and it's incredibly fun to play. That's awesome. Like a whole cabinet? That's dope. Well, we've already kind of done ambient drum and bass with Sanctuary OS, but I was thinking just dropping drums completely and making like an ambient mix for sleeping. My UI is for some reason too big. Uh-oh. Oof. I think they're doing the other room. I should go back. I think they're going that way. Heaven Punisher was cool. I listened to today. I need less music with lyrics in the car. I feel you. Thanks for listening to it. Farm Heaven Punisher. I wouldn't be able to play this game and make music at the same time, even though I've done it before. Well, yeah, I could, just not ultimate mode. Or at least not like a hard area. Old school arcade with lots of cabinets. They don't make those where I live anymore. Oh, that's dope. That's even cooler. So you went to like an old school arcade, huh? I'm getting wrecked. Red Slicer again. Just back off and Red Slicer it. At least Red Slicer knocks them down. There we go, yeah. Slicer's more efficient because I'm too low level. Get into Final Fantasy 11. That's a good game. You know, my best friend is like obsessed with Final Fantasy 11. I've played it a few times. I like it. It's definitely similar to PSO, but like a MMO version. How old are you, bro? You sound young and yet you play PSO. I'm 38 years old. I'm gonna be 39 in July. Isn't that wild? I'm almost fucking 40 years old. Shit, man. I'm young at heart, but definitely getting up there in age. There's a Sinnoh Red. Okay, I'm not a boomer. I'm a millennial, but not a boomer. Please don't talk about birthdays. Mine is 5 days away. What's up, Pixie? How are you? For 10 years older than me, like that's crazy. Your music is fire, by the way. Appreciate you, Safe. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here, yo. While we play PSO. Inspiring. You know what? Like, for everybody who like does stuff like they're trying to make a name for themselves, like online, whatever, like through music or through art or video games. I grind it out. I've been making music since I was 16. Heaven EXE got popular when I was 37. So just imagine all those years in between I was just working on music. I quit a few times, worked at Walmart, worked tech support, just did my thing. I was making music the whole time. I just love music. And people say like, damn, that's a long time. But there were so many small wins along the way. Like I had people that liked my music. It kept escalating and then I'd quit and then I'd come back kind of deal. And then it all came together, so yeah, just keep doing your thing. You're never too old, you know? Pixie in the house. Always good to see Pixie in chat. I never really felt frustrated when stuff didn't connect with people, though. I would just keep making more stuff. Like, I love electronic music so much that it really wasn't about, like, making it big or getting seen. That was, like, a factor, but I saw it more as, like, a high score in a video game. It wasn't, like, the driving force. I just absolutely love making music. Like, you know, when you work on something you love, you just kind of go to this place of peace. You know, that's kind of, it's cathartic is the term. Where's everybody going? I'm going down here. I see the arrows moving this way. I worked in the box for like, you know, like you can do, I talk about how I do analog and stuff. I didn't start working with analog gear until I was about 33 years old, 34 years old. When I didn't use analog or hardware until I started the Dusk Project, and I remember clearly hunting for the things I wanted. Like I was like, okay, the PSO composers used a Korg TRX, so I'm gonna get that. So I'd like every paycheck, you know, or I'd save up for it like through the paychecks when I worked at Walmart as a team lead, and I was just working on music in the middle of the night by myself, you know. Yeah, and happy early birthday. Yeah, for the love of the game, for real. You were talking about ambient earlier. Would you ever make a Dungeon Synth album? Maybe, but it wouldn't be like the Dungeon Synth albums that were out there. It would be like dust coated. Probably would sound like the Mines in PSO or something. So I don't even know if it would be Dungeon Synth. I think it would just be like OST music. Now I wonder if you have any higher energy rhythm game, hard dance type songs, or plans to release any. Not really. I mean, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I've got some high energy tracks. I quit my boring IT job too to do it full time as self-employment 2 years ago. I'm slowly making it work. Yeah. I quit. I wouldn't say I quit full time. I'm just focusing on Dusk right now. Like I'm open to the idea of like having to go back to IT tech support. Like I wouldn't care if I had to go back and do like half this, half that, like I was before. I just happened to get the privilege and the opportunity to go for it this year, so I'm going for it, and it's going good. It's interesting to see Dusk evolve, you know? Daft Drunk. Lol. It's a fun track. Oh, man down. I got him. We back. Let me buff everybody. There's a cool thing. I mean, I don't know if it's cool, but it's happening. So, it's pretty cool. So YouTube is changing. Dusk is kind of changing. I've talked about it a little bit, but I've been noticing it the past, I don't know, 6 months. Yeah, this is the perfect time to monetize off creativity because the IT industry is so fucking in love with AI that they're just laying people off left and right. So, I mean, it's whatever. But, so anyways, what I was trying to say is, I noticed that long-form mixes, they don't get as many views on YouTube anymore. They can, but it's less likely. I think because it's such a saturated area now, which happens all the time on YouTube. Plus, we've got the AI mixes in the mix now. But it's interesting because on the surface, if you look at like a new album release, you're like, oh, it only got like, what are we at? Like 40-something thousand views or something like that. 48,000 views on the new mix. But the channel as a whole is getting more traffic, which is interesting. And the Dusk as a whole is getting more visibility. Like, not just on YouTube, like on Spotify or wherever else. So it's interesting, like my scope has kind of changed as to like what doing good is. But luckily I made this transition at the right time because, yeah, the long form mix stuff isn't working as well anymore. I'm still gonna do them, not because I need them to be seen, but because they play a crucial part in like the lore of Dusk. Like I started in the first place, that's why I started them. But yeah, I'm noticing like Spotify or streaming platforms are a lot better. Like I'm getting a lot more traffic there. And then like just these lives, like let me just even, what is it, like 3 in the morning and we're playing PSO? We've got 33 people in here at 3 in the morning. Like this was not something that would happen like a year ago. We would be at like 10 or 15 people. And I bet you like it'll peak at 50 a couple times. And that's just wild to me. So like as a community, we're probably bigger than ever, which is cool. I mean, I'm going to do it regardless, but it's just interesting to see like the momentum shift into different parts of the system. But yeah, just speaking my mind too, like I've been trying to get creative with shorts as well. And I've even branched out to like TikTok. Not to be like cringe, but just using it as another medium, like seeing if I can use it in a creative way. And yeah, the short stuff is I almost got 10,000 on that studio short. We almost got to 10,000 views on that thing. Like, what? All I did was like literally my shaky camera angle, like, look guys, I made a new studio. But that stuff feeds the mixes and all. So yeah, it's cool. It's very interesting to see it evolve. And we're gonna drop Sanctuary OS on CD like this week. Have a nice day, Doom. Thanks for hanging out with us. People love to see the analog gear, for real. It's the music that brought us here. You and the community is what keeps us coming back. Heck yeah. Yeah, we are all Dusk, you know? Thank you for your music. It helped me at the right time. Keep writing more and don't be afraid to experiment. Good luck. Thanks, DJ. Like, I'll never be afraid to experiment. That's kind of why I've made Dusk the way I've made it. It's not like a specific genre. It's like worlds within a... It's just worlds within a container, if you will. The Dusk world, and then there's different genres and different things, and yeah, it's not about one genre, which is cool. And it is definitely proof that I'm real in a world dominated by AI bullshit, for sure. It's like social proof that I'm actually doing the thing, which, I mean, in this day and age is kind of a good idea. It's a cool thing, so yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun, and hanging out with you guys is just like the best. I don't know, we just be chilling. Yeah, like Zone said, I think in a world where AI is filling the internet, actual human content has a new value. I agree with that 100%. I think building a community for yourself was a solid choice. I can see the genuine passion you have for your work, as well as sharing it. People are attracted to that. Well, yeah, I'm glad. That makes me feel good. I'm glad, because I'm just trying to chill, you know? Like... we're just trying to chill out, and you know, Dusk, the whole project started with just like trying to make music for a video game that doesn't exist, and then it evolved into a community, you know, and we've got this amazing community, and I haven't really positioned the project around myself, like around me as the producer, so it gives us room to just relax. It doesn't become like Cult of Chris, you know what I mean? Because I hate that shit. When I was younger, I probably, like, my ego would have made me kind of try and take more ownership through, like, being the center of it. But since it happened when I was older, that ego is kind of dead, you know? Like, you get older, you get a little more secure. You don't really need to be in the center. I like being a steward for, like, vibes. It's kind of like my thing. And I like making the characters front and center. I think that's cool. And I like when the community, like when you guys help me come up with ideas, like we shape the whole thing together. Like we take the ideas that make the most sense and we just like bring them into reality. It makes it more than just like a producer project. It makes it something fun. I don't know. Something interactive, something that feels alive. Yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I'm really proud that we all kind of formed around this vibe, and we're keeping it alive. We're keeping it and we're protecting it. Yeah, the BBS, you can go to the bulletin board system. It's a thing. It's just gonna get crazier. I'm just gonna keep coming up with new stuff. Just wait. And I'm gonna bring in more and more people to help. And I do want to make a game, but I need the capital to do so, because obviously I'm not gonna get a bunch of programmers together and say, make this game for exposure. So I gotta figure that out. I do have a recommendation. I think I may have even seen some shorts from you where you share the creative technical process of the Dust soundtrack. I'd love to see more of that. Zone, I'm actually going to do more of that. It's a new thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing like one a week, one every 2 weeks. I'm pacing it out. And the reason why I'm pacing it out is because I don't want this to become a That Producer Guy channel. So I'm really trying to pace the content that is studio related out a bit so that it doesn't dominate the channel, because I don't want people to think, oh, this is like a producer tips channel or something. So yeah, you're gonna see more of it, but I'm gonna pace it in with the creative content. Here in our culture and our family, we've always been taught that art ultimately belongs to the people and even more to the cosmos. There's no point in obsessing over ownership. I agree. Like, I like the accomplishment, and obviously I love the feeling of, like, you know, being respected. That feels nice. Like when you make something and people value it and they respect that you created it, but I also am not looking to be the next, like, superstar producer. Like, that's not the goal here. Ah, fuck. Just got wrecked, man. Thank you, friends. Let me give everybody a buff. Alright, let me switch to the sword now. Oh, shit. Actually, that works out. I think we're gonna get a buff. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna hit him with this. Yeah, he's kind of annoying at first. Yeah, ugh, I gotta feed my mag. He did like 66 damage to it. You gotta get its synchro up. Nice. Slay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody's doing it. What are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna do a buff, but hopefully the buff lasts. I got a rare. I want to see what that rare is. I heard the bling. Alright, let's check it out. Oh. It's just a photon drop. Man, I thought it was gonna be the boss drop. That's okay. Yay. Everybody. The reason why is because I know people like the general feel the vibe of Dust Music, but may not know how or where to start. Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna, definitely, that's a thing. That's why I posted that studio vid, is because I'm gonna start doing that. But it's just gonna be like one piece. I'm not gonna do too much of it. So you'll see like one a week in the shorts, maybe one every 2 weeks, and I'll slowly drip it out. Just so you guys can have like an inside look at like what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And then maybe it'll inspire y'all to kind of go your own path. Let's check out this Gladius. Alright, so we need to check the stats. So it's a Seize Gladius, which is a special attack. I don't even know what Seize is. I think it's Paralysis. Okay, it's got 30% native and 15% machine. I'll take it. Shock Striker. I don't think this is going to be that good. Nah. Garbage. Yeah, all the stats in this game are randomized. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more shorts with like studio stuff. It's gonna be really just like amateur looking, like me just like, hey guys, look, monopoly, synth, I use this, I love this kind of deal. Or maybe I'll do one on replacing the tubes in the new Pro VLA when I get it. You know, Beanie's been doing a lot of work on like our first trading card. You guys know I'm gonna do trading cards for Dusk, for the Dusk World. We're gonna have our, we're gonna do Sanctuary OS first. That's gonna be the first like booster pack. We're working on getting all the cards. I haven't played in a while. How do I access? Should be. I'm gonna head out. All right, History. You have a good night. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah, maybe like quick narrations. Just like, hey, check this out, guys, and then just do it. I think I'll narrate it a little bit, but maybe not too much. Yeah, so so funny story. So like my first copies of Sanctuary OS Demo Disc Edition, because I have a cardboard jacket version, They have a typo on the back. It's like Santuary OS for like the track names. So we made a trading card that we're gonna give. It's gonna be like a bundle. You get the it's called the error card. It's the first promo card. So it's basically like the two mascot animals, and it's called the error card. And it comes with that misprinted version of the merch. There's only, once the misprint's gone, there's not going to be a misprint again. So there's 100 of them, and once they sell, that's it. And that's going to be the first promo trading card for Dusk. And then we're going to make a whole booster pack. And the cards are going to be functional. There's going to be a game you can play, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. We got to make 30 cards, though. So, like, Beanie's going to do most of the cards. And then I'm going to see if Sad Pony can do a few cards. And then maybe get a few other illustrators to do a few cards. And we're going to sell it as a booster pack. What's up, Jet? I see you in game, too. I want to do mines again for HP. And Punisher. Should we do a max attack? Guys, I gotta use the restroom. A lot of Diet Coke today. I'll be right back, homies. Let's see. I can show you guys my studio real quick. Actually, no, I can't. My USB is unplugged. I'll do it another day. I'll look it up. Okay, thanks, Eos. Okay, thanks. I don't think he's in chat. I don't think he's in chat. I got Tall Boy Diet Coke. I don't feel like they have much. It's been a while since I played. What did they say that it was? I'm gonna look. Yo, what up, Badman? How are you? What's going on? How goes it? Yes. Viridia, yo. The only thing is, like, I don't like the Easter music. I like the regular music. I have chat mod and stuff so I can see past stuff in game. I think I have that thing where you can go to, like, there's like there's a chat log in here. Forgot what it was though. It's like in here. Log window. From Red. Sinnoh Gold. Yeah, I kind of want the Easter event. Oh, you sent me a screenshot. It's our 2-year friendship anniversary, you know? It just told me on Discord. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna go hang out in the Hunters Guild. You know, the first time I played PSO, I don't know if anyone else had this problem, but like... Okay. Oops. Wrong chat. AI. I typed AI. I was trying to type I. Sounds good. I love Phantasy Star Portable. Heck yeah, Zone. I wanted to play that one, actually. What did he say? Scarlet something 3? Let me look it up. Everybody come to the Hunters Guild. I love the song in here. Sup, Paul? Good to see you. As always, welcome. Alright, gang's all here. Let's do this. I was gambling. Heck yeah. What is it under, though? Yeah, I love this track. Is it under here, maybe? No, that's TTF. Something Scarlet. He said something like Red Scarlet. Extermination? Scarlet Realm 3. That makes sense. Let's do it. Let's see what the lore is. No, I don't want to skip dialogue. I want to hear what you say. Hey there, ready for another case? So I turned in the report from the previous case to the scientists. Naturally, they came up with another theory. Forests on fire, deeper parts of the cavern seeing the Scarlet effect. All while the earlier parts didn't see it at all. So the new working theory is the source of this is somewhere underground. Somewhere under the central dome. That being said, your search stay will be down in the mines. Good. See what you can find down there. It's just might be something interesting. Who knows? I'll be waiting here. That's not very lore specific, but yeah, the main menu theme is fire. Do we take the warp or do we take this? Was there a warp there? Whoa. Okay, I feel like we're gonna be in trouble here. Do we touch this? Begin investigation? Where's the yes, no? I don't see it. Oh, they put it in a weird spot. It's crazy. Someone I used to play with in this game got mad because I got a drop and they stopped talking to me. That happens sometimes. But see, that's weird because it's not like... So in the original Phantasy Star Online, like not Blue Burst. Maybe Blue Burst, but I think it was... When something dropped, it would drop for just... There was just one of them and you had to choose who was going to get it, you know? Why can't I use my buffs all of a sudden? My buffs like stopped working. Oh. Why can't I use my buffs? I had it so I could do it. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm using num key for my buffs. Options, let me make sure the keyboard controls are off, because that's why. And then, right? Keyboard controls off. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'll have to do it at some point. All right, let's go. Yeah, the keyboard controls. It's kind of wonky. You have to make sure they're off to use numpad, and I kind of use numpad because I like use my left hand on the controller type deal. All right, let's do this. I feel more powerful. Funny thing is, like, is Heaven Punisher a handgun? Can I use it on this character? I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I think maybe it's classified as a handgun, so I might be able to use it. I wonder if anyone knows. I actually don't know. I can? Sweet. I gotta raise my Dreamcast mag. It's gonna be a power-only mag. It's gonna be dope. I've been raising it for like a while. I think since we were playing last time I started raising it. The Minds music is freaking great, yeah. If I make an ambient album, I want it to be like the Minds music for like the whole mix. It's just I'm gonna cheap out and make like 4 tracks, and that's just gonna be an hour. And you guys are gonna be like, wait a minute, I see what he did here. Might start on that ambient album this week because I don't have the Pro VLA for drums. Might as well do something drumless, right? I've never played one. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna get that Heaven Punisher, you'll see. I only know the one for Forest. Let me... Dop. The keyboard controls in this are a little wonky, like the responsiveness on the keyboard isn't that good. Or that might just be a cope. I might just be bad at typing. This location is so System Shock. Agreed. We need a Sinnoh Gold though, so hopefully one drops. Yes. Someone changed the music though. I want them to add Dusk Discs to Affinia. That's kind of a egotistical ask, but that would make me so happy. Yeah, which one do we go? I'm just going. Is Sinnoh Gold like a rare one? I don't think it is. Or is that it? No, that's like a Kana 9. What? What? I hate those things. Alright, I'm going to Slicer. Good old Boomerang. The Slicers are so underwhelming. Like, I get it, it's a cool weapon and all, but like, it looks like a... I don't even know. Drop. Wait, what's the diff between Blueburst episode 1 and 2? Blueburst came out after. It's like a it's like a PSO Plus. Like it came out on PC with a subscription and stuff back in the day. Came out after episode 1 and 2. It came out a few years later. Oh! What was that? What is it? Photon drop. Not the photon drop psych out. Tomorrow Beanie's gonna play with us. I'm gonna get her into PSO. City Escape. Yes, this is a Sonic song, right? When I looked at the drop tables, it said red. Let me look at the drop table again. Did you look at... I don't know if they're in chat, but... Let me look at the... For me... Oh yeah, Sinnoh Gold / red. Yeah, you're right. It's red. There is no gold in Ultimate. So we just needed to drop... So that's... Guys, that was actually really depressing. Because... Did you see that? The Sinnoh Red dropped a rare. But it was a fucking photon drop. We will know, though. Because if Heaven Punisher drops, we'll get the banner on the top of the screen. And it'll announce it for the server. Like, so-and-so just found Heaven Punisher. So we would know. And then I can clip it into a short if it's meant to be. And like promote the single Heaven Punisher with this drop. That would be brilliant. Yeah, it's a rare of a rare. It's just a rare, but do you know all these people you're partied with, or is it Pugs? I know Matt. Let me see who's on stream. Oh, we got another one. Is anyone on the stream chat or randomly joined aside from Purple? I want to see how many photon drops. This is like photon drop heaven. I'll take a photon drop. They're like the currency. Oh, Lord's in here. Nice. That's right. Lord's in here. I remember because Lloyd said they'd join up. So we got. There's a stream. Yes, yes. If you search Dusk YouTube. No pressure though. One day I'll do like Discord, like we'll do a private Discord room with everybody. We'll just form a whole party and we'll have the whole party on stream, like in chat or in voice. Is this a heal DPS game? No. It's just there's like classes, but no. There's basically just different classes and everybody just plays. It's more like Diablo, where you just go for it. I mean, I don't have to bring back old school PSO. It's been going hard before Dusk Project. PSO never went anywhere, to be honest. It's always had a like vibrant community. I guess we're definitely bringing some popularity to it, but probably like 3% more popularity. Maybe even 1%. Heaven Punisher was definitely, yeah, it was the song I was making on the last stream. I just altered it a bunch. Hi Dusk, when will you upload the last mix on YouTube or on Bandcamp? I would like to buy it. Lost Sanct, which one? What song, Emu? Because like the last technical mix is up on Bandcamp. Are you referring to Heaven Punisher, like the new single? I only hear about PSO2 these days. Well, PSO2 is fire as well. We're not gonna... PSO2 is great. Not so much New Genesis, I'm not a fan, but PSO2 was a really solid successor. That's a good game. Vaping, playing it out. I'm just like vaping, drinking Diet Coke, playing PSO with my homies, and hanging out with the Dusk Army. It doesn't get any better than this. PSO2 is, in my opinion, I like PSO1 more, but it is it's definitely a worthy successor. I would play it. The servers are kind of dead, I think, but it's still a freaking good game. I'll check it out sometime. Alright guys, Sinnoh Red, it's gonna drop. We'll get it. If not today, we're gonna just keep farming Heaven Punisher until we get it. Someone will get it. It might not be me though. The mix from the short Dusk, Lost Sanctuary, Downtempo Jungle, Unstable Connection. Oh, that's off the Breakcore mix, I think. Yeah, that's the next mix that's coming out. Thank you for clarifying it. Yeah, that's the next. Watching you play this gives me so much nostalgia. The 90s and early 2000s were a vibe. Definitely. Definitely were a vibe. I miss them, but we're bringing it back. Like, we're bringing... The Dusk community is just, like, stewarding in the vibe of that time period. And I'm really proud of that. As a whole, as a group, we're keeping that vibe, the spirit alive. We can't go back, but we can alter the future to be more tolerable. Yo, what up, Shreddy? How are you? As someone who missed PSU and PSO1 and PSO2 was an amazing PSO2 was an amazing experience. I remember back when it was JP only. Me too. Which pipe do I gotta go through? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I gotta go around. I played PSO2 when it first came out on the Japanese servers, and I used like this translator that people made, and it was fun as hell. It was actually the best version of it, the Japanese version, and it's still going strong, I believe. Sup, Eos? Which thing do I take? Okay, I know now. Thanks for joining up. Nice to meet you. And welcome to our community, the Dusk Army. Dusk World. Yo, with the bloom effects, this game looks fire. I want to try this version of Phantasy Star out. Where can I get started? Affinia website. I think I linked it earlier. If someone can link the... Well, actually, I think I might be the only one who can do links except for mods. Here, I'm going to link it. Here. I should probably just put it in the description at this point. I've linked it. I linked it. No need to search it. Yeah, you know what the coolest thing about Affinia is that Soda did and the team did? You can download your character data and use it, like if you decide you want to just do your own private server, you can bring your character over. That way, if for some reason Affinia ever died, you still can keep your characters forever. You can download like this hash that has all your character info on it. Because like this PSO, I mean the server is open source technically, not his version of it, but the base code is open source. Like I could run this game on my droplet if I wanted to, like the base of the game. That like server code. Can you pin chats on YouTube? I can try. Yeah, I just pinned it. Sweet. Good catch, Knights. I think it might just sit there at the bottom, which will be a little annoying maybe, but I don't think it's annoying. It's not intrusive. It's just sitting there. Oh god, fire on the floor. Alright, hold on 1 second though. I don't want to listen to Live and Learn anymore. There. Good song, but I want to listen to the Minds music. There we go. The vibe is returned. Yeah, we were listening to Live and Learn like for like an hour. Live and learn. The little pinned message doesn't look too annoying, right? I think it looks okay down there. I guess it'll be a while before I hit 100 though. That's okay, Zone. Maybe I'll do, you know what? I'll do some streams where I power level people. I can do that. I don't mind doing that at all. I've got a level 174 that I can power level people with. He's like a force. He'll say AoE everything. The community's really nice though. They will help you out. This is the best PSO community, hands down. Yeah, what up, Soundboy? Yeah, this is it. The Dust community is like, we're keeping this alive. This is the vibe. We're going to be keeping it alive. I'll be playing PSO a bit more than WoW Classic, I think. But I'm still going to play WoW Classic. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, this is like this game is basically canon in the Dusk universe, so. True man of the people. I try. When I started Affinia, someone just gave me a perfect max mag. It was awesome. Yeah, that's how good this community is. The PSO community is the nicest community. You get some elitists in ultimate mode, but they're the minority. You would only encounter them if you joined like a random game you might counter. I remember one time I joined a game and they were like passive aggressive. Ooh, event egg. Passive aggressive because I wasn't using the right magic spells or something. But that was the only elitism I encountered on here. Most people are super nice. Mags are intelligent creatures. I love raising mags. That's why I'm raising a Dreamcast mag right now, because it's going to look aesthetic as heck on my character. And it's going to be OP, because it's going to be power. Mag feeding is the vibe. I remember one time Matt was talking, or Nitro was talking about, he was like at work and he was feeding all his mags. That's like the vibe. I think I did that too once at work when I was working tech support. It was just like raising mags on another PC. Mine too. I used to do the same. Heck, yeah. Yep, I did play PSO2. And I would play PSO2 on stream. I want to play PSU as well. Purple, we got to check out the Clementine servers. Maybe I'll do that in a couple days. I'll play PSU. Well, I really want to play Portable though, because Portable is like PSU, but PSO-ified, like the gameplay loop of PSO. Ugh, I just got wrecked. Dark deal. PSO passed me by. Unfortunately, I didn't get the internet for a long time. I feel that. Please tell me we're all on ship 2 of PSO2. I don't remember what my character is on there. I'd have to look. I'll play on the Japanese servers if I come back, but I feel like you can get banned. The Japanese players in modern times have been like reporting people who are not Japanese, I think. I really never played PSU, so I'm down. I played on 360 and it was really fun. Yeah, it is catnip. It's so good. Now I wonder if one of the reasons those sorts of futuristic aesthetics have been becoming popular is because people's disillusionment with the real future. Definitely. Ooh, event egg. I would say yeah. I get a lot of comments that say like the future that we were promised on videos. And it always just makes me think like we make the future what we want to make the future. We're making that future right now on live in this chat, if you think about it. The future is what we make of it. Our consciousness is what we make of it. So we were promised something. We weren't given it by mainstream media, but we're giving it to ourselves right now. Through Dusk Army, through a series of other communities that are underground. Like, we're giving ourselves that future. So I think we should be optimistic. Back in my time playing PSO2 Japanese version, the general rule of thumb was stay silent and keep to yourself. Exactly. So I don't think streaming would be a good idea on the Japanese servers. Now that I think about it, I think it would be a bad look. I wanted Portable 2 on PSP so bad, but they stopped selling PSP stuff at GameStop like 5 minutes after Portable came out, so I couldn't get it. That sucks. Dusk Punk, what up, FBI? How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in chat. I got the server we're playing on pinned, so if you want to play some PSO, we're back on it. Chris, I stand by my statement that you remind me of serial killer from the movie Hackers. It's a compliment, I promise. You know what's funny? Pixie, I was thinking about that. I saw a Matthew Dillard clip the other day from Hackers. I think it was Hackers. It might have been SLC Punk. But I laughed because I was like, kind of right. The vibe. You know what's funny? Matthew Dillard plays the bad dude in Five Nights at Freddy's as well. He's like the evil. I'm not like that, but Matthew Dillard is cool as hell. Hack the planet. What did he say? It's just like something. What did he say? What was that quote? Like something for the Nintendo generation. And that was a cool quote. I always like that, the Nintendo generation. Everybody in that is Gen X, but I'm like a hybrid. I'd say I'm millennial, but I'm pretty close. I hung out with a lot of Gen Xers. I was taught how to make electronic music by Gen Xers, and my mentor is Gen X, and he's gonna come over soon, and we're gonna make some tracks. Neil Voss, literally my mentor. Dude is a genius, and as a producer, he's just godly. I don't know if you've ever listened to the music in New Tetris or Tetrisphere. Neil made that music. We've worked on some projects together too back in the day. He actually got me in on a bunch of projects for this company, Moving Picture Company. They went out of business, but they did a bunch of VFX work, so we made this thing called Echo Temple. Pretty cool. I was supposed to hang out with Neil like last week, but I slept in. He was like, yo dude, I'm in the area, I'm picking up a bunch of gear. He was picking up a bunch of synthesizers from some dude. But I was like, Neil, man, like my sleep schedule, I've been waking up at like 5 p.m., so I don't think I'm gonna make it. He was gonna give me a synth too. Not that I was going because of that. He was like, if you show up, I'm gonna give you a present. I was like, dude, save the present. I've been sleeping till like 5. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm gonna do a collab with Neil, like 100%. I'm gonna invite him over to the studio. We're gonna make a whole fucking album. He doesn't know it yet, but it's gonna happen. Gen X taught me how to make electronic music, so yeah, much respect for Gen X. Neil gave me some of the best advice, like serve the song. Neil taught me how to serve a song. Like, what is the song? Because like I would just do a bunch of show-offy shit, very technical stuff, and he'd be like, this is cool, man, for producers, but like, where's the song? Where's the idea? Where's the vibe? Neil taught me how to capture that. He would always be the one who would be like, this is a cool track, but like, you know, you could be doing this with the production, and then like, where's the song, dude? So yeah, he was a huge influence and still is. He's been in chat before. We have a VOD where like he was hanging out with us while we were making Flashback. He was there for that. Affinity account created, game client downloading now, standing by for old school vibes. Heck yes. So you know, like, it'd be cool to have Neil to tell stories on stream. When he was working for Nintendo, he had to go to Japan, and he was like 19, I think, and he was working on the Tetris soundtrack over there. And they came up with like this hack to put mod files onto the N64 so that the music would sound better, because you know how a lot of N64 music sounds really MIDI? They came up with some hack to do it, but he'd have to tell the story. I wouldn't be able to do it justice. Are you going to release any more of your albums as CDs? Following a few months? Yes, I am. So I'm so behind with merch, and I'm just getting it together now. Sanctuary OS is coming out this week, so just keep an eye on the Discord channel for merch drops. I'm gonna at everyone when it drops. There's 100 of them in my closet right now. I just have to like put them out. But before I do, I gotta send out all the packages I haven't shipped yet. I have 5 packages that I feel bad. It's been like a week and a half. I gotta ship them out. I'm just trying to get these tapes done, and yeah. So I gotta dub a bunch of tapes. So if you want a tape sessions tape, you can go to duskshop.com and get one. And yeah, you'll get a tape, because I'm about to dub a bunch of tapes like tomorrow. Just waiting for Beanie to put the stickers on, because she can do it better than me. When I put stickers on your merch, it's crooked. Oh yeah, we have Dusk stickers now too. She designed a bunch of Dusk stickers, and there's a free one, and then we have a hollow sticker. A new tape. I love the last one. Finally got my tape deck repaired. Heck yeah. Well, there's no new tapes yet, but I'm going to retire tape sessions soon and do like a mixtape. And that's going to be what I dub. I'm going to have to up the price on them though, guys. It's just really hard to do those tapes. I think I'm charging like $45 a tape right now. The next session is going to be a little more expensive because it's really labor intensive. I'm going to have to up the price a little bit. Just on the hand dub tapes, not on the CDs or anything. Those stay the same price. In fact, I'm releasing some merch that's like gonna be like $11 for a CD. The demo disc variants are gonna be $10, but this misprint is gonna be $11 because I'm including the TCG card. No, not $200 for tape. I'm not gonna raise the price that much. It's gonna be like $70 to $80 for a tape. Only reason why I haven't put out a new tape yet is because I want to have other merch up there first. I don't want it to be like the only one. Either you buy Heaven EXE or you buy like fucking this $80 tape. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna, once the ecosystem evolves a little bit, I'll put a new premium tape dub out. Yeah, it'd be a little bit higher. The first run of Heaven 11 was like $80, I think. But that's because it was like the premium edition. It came on a chrome tape, which costs a lot more, and it had like exclusive artwork and stuff. It's still technically up on the shop, it's just sold out. Who does your album artwork? It's sick. It depends on the album artwork. The original, we're going to have the conversation again. So like, the original Heaven EXE artwork, the illustration was AI generated. I didn't realize it. So the original Eleanor. But that hasn't been done in years. So like, Sanctuary OS was done by Sad Pony. Lost Sanctuary was done by me. I bought like a 3D model off of ArtStation. Got an extended license, brought it into Blender. Did all this shit to it, so that's how like the new one was created. The demo discs are literally just like what you'd get in a magazine back in the day. It looks exactly like a Dreamcast or Sega Mag demo disc, and they're pretty cheap. They're gonna be like $10 a pop. That way everybody can own something Dusk related, you know. Or you could just be like, screw it, I just want them for my car. I'll buy them all in demo disc variant, you know? You know what? I actually have to open that up. I have to see what that looks like. Hold on. Sorry to everybody in the room. I'm going to open up my demo disc variant really quick because I got to look at it. I just want to see, because like I don't have CD art. It's like literally demo disc vibes. So there's no CD art. The only one that's gonna have CD art is oh, it looks perfect. Yes. It looks like a freaking demo disc from back in the day. It's just black text on silver CD. The only thing that's kind of scary is like it's hard to tell which side is the actual CD side to listen to. But yeah. Anyways, I'm back. Sup, Felix? The demo discs, yeah, I would show it to you right now, but I don't have my controllers plugged in. I don't have my webcam plugged in. I'll show it to you guys next time. Beanie's designing the card right now. I'm just going to apologize in chat here real quick on the team. Ring here? Okay. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so Sanctuary OS this week. I'm just fulfilling some other orders and making sure they get their orders before I launch the new one. I'm gonna slow shipping down a little bit, you guys, and I'll tell you why in a second. So, when I send you guys your stuff, I do it on Shopify. As soon as I print your shipping labels, I get charged immediately. So, I'm gonna wait for like the money to clear and then do the shipping labels so that I don't get hit with like crazy upfront costs. So just a heads up. It's gonna be a little slower because I'm a one-man operation here. Well, we're a two-person operation. It's me and Beanie, mom and pop shop type deal. Knights, you're gonna appreciate the card a lot. It's gonna be, the cards are gonna be so cool. Yeah, so I like gotta wait for money to clear before I send it out because I'll just get like a $200, $400 shipping charges before I get the money. So I'm gonna, I've been slowing down shipping for that reason a bit. And I apologize, but it's just, you know, it's a mom and pop operation, so I'm a little slow. But I haven't forgot about your stuff. Like, everybody's always gonna get their stuff. I'm not trying to jip anyone. I'm just a little slow. I've done small time shipping meme too. Don't be sorry, real fans will get it. Heck yeah, I appreciate you guys. Cause yeah, like Sanctuary OS, when it drops, I'll get like 50 orders. And if I fulfill them all right away, I'll probably have to pay like $400 up front. I'll be like, shit. Gotta wait for credit card just to process and shit. Ooh, escape doll. Well, I'm glad you guys get it, because I feel bad about it, but I won't feel as bad. I'm glad you guys get it. I'll probably put a disclaimer on the site or something that just like shows estimated shipping times, just to be transparent. I also send my orders out in batch. So like when I lived in Connecticut, I would just put them in the mailbox and done. But I can't do that here in Flushing. I don't have a mailbox. We have a mailroom here. And I'm not leaving your guys' shit down in the mailroom for the mail guys to pick up. Because like, I don't want people from the apartment seeing my community's addresses. So what I do is I order USPS to come direct. It costs a little money, but I order them to come directly to my apartment. And I do it once a week. I could go to the post office, but the post office here is just ridiculous. So I don't do that. Like, the city post office is a shit show. So I just, like, order them to come to me. Which you should do, you know? Like, I'm a small business. I shouldn't have to be going to the post office. Dreamcast Phantasy Star Online. That's a good version. I prefer episode 1 and 2 over Dreamcast, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, Dreamcast is where it all started. Dial-up. I remember, like, when my best friend got it in, we were, like, in middle school. Oh, shit, I had it, too. His dad ran a dial-up cord from upstairs down into the basement so we could play it. Like, it was this long-ass dial-up cord he bought from, like, Radio Shack. It was so ahead of its time. Sega's crazy like that. The only problem with Sega is they don't really know how to, like, maintain things. I feel like Sega is, like... Sega self-sabotages themselves so much, and they always have, and I don't understand why. But they just sabotage themselves. They're like their own worst enemy. Had to use it, was covering my fluids. No worries, no worries. I love that Fantasy Online is the reason the gigantic GameCube controller. Oh my god, I remember that nights. That thing was insane. Yeah, I first played on GameCube. So the problem with the original, hear me out. So if I were to choose GameCube or Xbox every time to play Phantasy Star. And the reason is GameCube had a lot of corruption issues. It was so easy to lose your character. The game would glitch out and your data would get erased, and it happens so much. I'm sure it's happened to someone in chat. I never played on GameCube, but I remember hearing horror stories on PSO World. I'm Philippines? Heck yeah. I got a lot of love for the Philippines. GameCube controller with a keyboard, what the fuck? Yeah, it was awesome, actually. I got my buff now, but I haven't been feeding my mag. So if anyone wants to chain. Yeah. The PS2 like Final Fantasy 11. My friend did that, my best friend. Oh shit. I think I did twins too, my bad. My controller's like opposite. Fuck. I was supposed to do the other one. Rip. Oh. Oh well. We'll survive. Rare. Box rare. Holy crap, that is glorious. That literally looks like a mashup I'd throw together and yeah, it was wild. Oh, Bravus. I gotta do this shop. I'm just gonna drop these. What's up, Kazuya? How are you, man? Good to see you as always. Got the whole Dusk Army here tonight. That's what I like to see. You know, I'm like a huge introvert, but you guys make me feel like an extrovert. When the energy's going in chat, I get super pumped up. Interesting phenomenon. Introverts who, when they stream, become extroverts. I'm an INFP, or whatever that is. My girlfriend is too. Let's see. I'm gonna get these abilities. Gonna grab some Dimates. Heck yeah, INFP, unite. The mediator, yeah. And this one's trash, that's okay. I'm gonna do... I can do that thing. Let me put these away. Event eggs. We still need to get the dressing room. I'm gonna try donating a few rares to the team. Point registration. I want to use 1 point. Bummer. What about that final impact? What's our team called? I forgot. Where can I look at the team name? Point information, team points, personal ranking. Dang, I've donated a lot. I forgot what our team was even called. It's probably called Dusk. We can get a team room. Gotta work. Have a good night, everybody. Later, Everwhite. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate you. I'm coming back, guys. Sorry for the delay here. Yeah, the guild we have. We do need to, if anyone is able to boost the server though in Discord, I literally got it to level 2 and then 3 days later it went back to level 1, like the nitro boost or whatever. So we lost the banner. We had it for like a day in Discord and then it went away. I was like, no, bro. So if anyone is able to boost the Discord server, please do. It's in the description of the chat if you want to join. If you want to support Dusk, don't donate to me. Just boost our Discord server. The Duskcord, yes. It's called Heaven EXE, but I like it that it's called Heaven EXE. If I weren't for this stream, I'd probably be anxious over work tomorrow. Zone, I feel that on a spiritual level. Like, I used to get the Sunday scaries all the time at Walmart, especially when I was a team lead. And in tech support, I would get it from time to time, for sure. The doom scrolling is the worst, man. And at my last job in tech support, which I won't name where I worked, I would get the Sunday scaries all the time because I was really bad at my last tech support job. I ended it on good terms. Like, everybody was like, all right, cool, man. Because I was like, I'm going to just focus on my music. My manager was like, heck yeah, man. I'll check out the streams and stuff. But they were such a cool crew, but I just sucked at chat support and email support. They had to help me with my emails because I got so behind. And I finally just took my manager aside. I was like, look, I suck at this. I'm better at, like, voice chat tech support, but thank you so much for helping me, but I gotta go separate ways. I can't do it. He was like, fair enough, man. Tim and Eric is awesome. I love Tim and Eric as well. I used to watch Tim and Eric all the time. You know what we need? Instead of doom scrolling, we need to be watching Adult Swim before bed like we did as kids. That would always make me feel good, like before high school. Just watching Adult Swim before my classes. Oh my god. IT help desk work. I hated it so much. I'm so good. I'm not even flexing. I am so good at, like, tech support over phone. I suck at chat and I suck at email horribly. Which most people want the opposite. I don't. I prefer chat. I prefer voice support. If I ever went back to tech support, I would need voice. I would need to be phone support. I could not do chat support again. It was too much. It was just too overwhelming. And I worked in ed tech for that. I made it through the back to school rush because I, like, you know, I wanted to be a good employee and, like, support them during their most important time, especially since they helped me with my move to New York. But holy fuck, was it a lot. Oh, the VHS tape of Aqua Teens, that's such a vibe. Did we do it? Did we beat it? Did we finish this? I am too, but I'm introverted by nature. My social battery drains pretty quickly, so midday I'd be struggling. I feel that. Boomer customers loved me. They really did. And I would do it again. Like, if I have to get a job again, I would do tech support, no problem. And if I couldn't find tech support, fuck, I would run the front of a Walmart again. If I had to. I'm actually pretty good at it. Not a flex. I was really good at Walmart. Front end team lead, second shift. I held it down, man. I miss my team sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. You get really close to your coworkers at Walmart. We were quite the crew. I got pretty good. I'm pretty good at running a team. I've got what they call My leadership style is like passive, but you know, like not obviously you can't be a passive leader, but I was not a dominant leader or someone who was really strict. I kind of was a passive team leader, but obviously I set boundaries and shit. Slipping the Dusk booster packs into the Pokemon card section. If I had to go back, I would. Yeah, I don't micromanage. As long as people do what they're supposed to do, I'm good. I would definitely mediate between like upper management and like my team and make sure everybody was happy. I was definitely a mediator. All right, I did it. We did it, guys. Let's do it again. I'm gonna start another game. Ooh, got some Meseta. Hard time delegating. I was pretty good at delegating. I could delegate pretty well, I think. But I would do it in a way that wasn't annoying. Some tasks you just felt you had to do yourself. Definitely. Definitely. Yo, what's up, OST? Yeah, we out here playing. Alright, let's make another room. Just wanted to say your latest song was fantastic. It might be my favorite of yours, and I have 20 liked. Heck yeah, Bork. Thanks for I'm glad you liked the new song. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I was really happy about the new single. I think it came together perfectly. Funny thing about the new single is, remember, I almost didn't release it, and then it turned into like probably a decent single, that maybe one of the better singles. I'm gonna have to call it for the game. All right, Jet. You have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I'll see you next time. I'm gonna play tomorrow. Having a PC issue that's annoying me. I'm sorry to hear it, man. Well, I hope you get it fixed so we can play more. I just had to get my former team trained and educated up for the deployment they're on now. I feel that. GGS GOAT. Appreciate you, Shreddy. Guys, I'm gonna get like a cookie or something. I feel like my blood sugar's low. I'm gonna get some cookies and then I'll be right back. I got these sugar-free cookies that are really good. One sec. Alright, I'm back. Got my cookies. Sorry for the munching. Windows keeps holding and lagging my keyboard. That is a weird one. I don't know. Sugar-free. I don't like sugar. These are like the Maria wafer cookies. They're really good with coffee and stuff. It's a good cookie. Is there anyone who can join us? We have a slot for one more. If anyone's got an ultimate character. Should we wait for on more? What was my strategy when no one knew me? It's an interesting question. I could jump on my main technically, but I'll answer your question in a second, OST. I just gotta finish eating my cookies. So I've been making music since I was 17, and I'm 38 going on 39, so that's like kind of a loaded question for me. Alright, sweet. Thanks, Eos. I was always like, I had different phases. Like I was in the chiptune scene for a while. I usually like join a community, but I didn't do that with Dusk. I kind of just did my own thing. But well, I joined the chiptune scene and I kind of just did my thing there. And I would always like just gain traction, but like obviously not on the level that we're doing it now, but I would do my thing and I would get recognized like by a small group of people, and that would be enough for me. Like, you know, it's just like at the time that's all I knew. So, and I make music because I love it, not because I want to get people to like it. So, you know, small wins would add up over time, and it just felt organic, you know, like you're just reaching the next level and reaching the next level. And yeah, you just do your thing, like just do what you feel like you want to do. Oh, hell yeah. Bro's got Eros is whoa, high level. I think we could do it with just us if you're on that character. Yeah, just do your own thing. But I think the honestly, like if I were gonna say like for the Dusk project, like if you want to like gain traction, I would say be aware of the vibes around you. Like what are people feeling culturally? What's popping off as far as mixes? Don't trend hop. Don't try and follow a trend. Just find something that you connect with. Like a scene that you connect with, be it like DMB or jungle or dubstep. And I'll have to check out that sugar-free wafer. That sounds good. Add your voice to the conversation. So that's all it is add your voice to a conversation you're interested in. Add your unique voice to it. So a lot of people will try and be first. Like I was the first in this genre. Like I'm one of the trailblazers. I never see it that way. It's like rarely the one that is first is the one that is heard. It's the person who can do it in a way that connects with people. Like clearly expressing yourself visually, sonically, in a way that people can connect with within a genre that they already like. And if you can do that, you can make a wave, like you can make some ripples in the water. So it's really just like add your voice to the conversation that you want to be a part of. Those are words that I live by. Like if I found a genre I liked now that wasn't DMB or jungle, I'd go for it. But I wouldn't just like copy a trend like a culture vulture. I would be like, okay, this is a cool thing. Here's my version of this genre. And here's the visuals that I'm feeling too. And then I would put it out there. And if it was the right time for people to connect with it, people would. If it wasn't, they wouldn't. Because it's more than just making a great track. Making music is the easy part, right? It's packaging it in a way that people can connect with. Sonically, visually, the vibe. And sometimes you release something that's really good and it's just not the right climate for it to gain traction, if that makes sense. It happens a lot. So you can have a really good piece of music, really good piece of art, and it just doesn't gain traction at that time because of just the zeitgeist, the way people are feeling in that moment maybe doesn't totally match up with it. But anyways, let's do this shit. I'd say doing that stuff is missing. That is missing in the world scene. Real, original, awesome shit, but in a way that people can actually notice. Like he was saying earlier, don't mess with just technical fanciness. Yeah. What's the song? Like what's the vibe, right? And like once you get that, like the vibe you're trying to express, how am I going to make this connect with people? What should I do visually? What should the song title be? Like, what's a song title that people will understand before they even listen to the track? And then, like, you just kind of render it all down into, like, this thing. Yo, Sugar. Thanks again for being part of the team, the Dusk Army. I appreciate you. Sugar's been with us a long time. Much love to Sugar. My algorithm is saturated with Fruitoger, Arrow, Metro Breakcore, D&D, and has been for a while. Guy Ray was new to me. I'm glad I listened to it. Yeah, so let's like just add your own unique voice to the conversation. I gotta click the thing. All right, ready, guys? Sorry for the signal is currently occupied. Oh, I think we're going, but when I make music now and I put it out, I'm gonna be honest, like, making the music is the easy part, but turning it into a whole piece of expression, like through the visuals and the aesthetic, that's the hard part. Like, how do I pair this with everything, like the whole package? Deadmau5 talks about it sometimes as well. Installing my OS fixes this stupid issue. Man, I'm sorry you're having issues there. I love Elysia's music. I listen to Elysia. I think I linked Elysia in Discord before. They're really talented. Good shit for sure. Reminds me of like Nintendo, like a Nintendo vibe, like Nintendo Wii. They're like super spot on with that like Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii vibe. My game isn't going to be the first turn-based RPG by launcher, but mine is the only one that will play like mine. Exactly. It's like your own voice to a movement or conversation. Yo, what up, Pettyhead? How are you? The whole package, even trying to define what the package needs to be is real tough. Yeah, like I sit there. Hey, thanks for the gifting, Sugar. Appreciate you. Hey, Petty got a membership. Heck yeah. A lot of like I store every video behind like my membership. I sometimes let one slip through, but like if you ever want to catch a stream, like if you're a member, you can catch a stream recording, like, you know, because I stream at random hours, so because I try and stream every week just to like, you know, touch base with everybody. Yeah, YouTube has been awesome. Algorithm's been awesome. Unfortunately, now there's a lot of noise in the algorithm. I'm really fortunate to have kind of started the Dusk Project right before the AI saturation got out of control. But you can still excel in the current climate, I feel like. Heck yeah, membership. I think I can gift some memberships. Let me see. I don't see the... It's a new month, so I should be able to, right? I don't see it on my chat, though. Sometimes it disappears. I'll gift it tomorrow or something. It's never hurt to identify those clankers. Yeah. The AI music stuff is getting out of control. I don't really care that it exists. I just wish it was classified properly. I don't think it's fair that it just gets thrown in with everything else. Because it really just creates a lot of noise for people, like people trying to connect. Very spottable. Yeah, it sucks that you get thrown into like these feeds of like bullshit, right? But it's okay. Is Pettyhead Eros? I think Eros... I don't know. I don't think Eros is Pettyhead. Pettyhead is Pettyhead, I think. There are context clues. Yeah, you definitely can identify it, but... Yo, what up, Loxy? I mean, AI could technically do it, but it'd have to be a producer making the AI music. Like, there'd have to be a producer behind it, mixing it and stuff. You could definitely do it with AI, but you would still kind of need to follow a long-ass process, and most people who make AI stuff are really lazy, so they're not gonna, like, buy a piece of analog gear, really. I bet you'll see something like that pop up, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all solos. I care about the process, for sure. Like, I love the analog stuff. I love having the gear. It's about the feeling. Like, AI is far from being able to operate gear in the way that you do. Even if it ever gets to the level where it can, it doesn't matter because, you know, it's about the expression. It's about the process. It's about being able to show you guys on stream, like, how I'm doing it or, like, how I felt when I was doing, you know, it's, yeah, there's a lot to it that AI cannot replicate. Hey man, I was listening to Damon Echo from your latest album on Spotify, and according to Spotify's Song DNA AI tool, you worked on the track. Is that true? That's my actual name. That's just how I have to put it. Like, I have to put my real name on Spotify so that I can get royalties from AceCap, which is like a different royalty system. Like, you get streaming royalties, and then like AceCap, which is like this royalty company, they pay you too. So yeah, I have to dox myself every time I put out a mix. You're looking at Mr. Chris Chapman right now. It makes me put my real name so I can get all the royalties. Listen to all the ambient videos and one popped up. Your name's John Dusk. Yeah, my name's not Dusk. John Dusk. You know, I'm actually friends with, I'm really friendly with, you know Castlevania? Like Castlevania? It's funny, I'm actually friends with him, and he does the music for John Wick. He's fucking awesome. I've been following him since the MySpace days. The Castlevania, he's the shit. Beanie and I love his music. Beanie's a huge fan of the John Wick soundtrack. Me as well. But the first time I listened to Castlevania was his remix of Black Eyes back on MySpace. John Castlevania. It would be cool if there was a tool that was able to interface with it and interpret your brainwaves while making music in your head, and it used AI to tell you how to achieve the sound design via DAW. That would be definitely kind of scary, but definitely one day, maybe. John Castlevania. But yeah, I'm Chris C, if you didn't know. And when I produce music for games, I'm gonna do it under my real name. So like, you're gonna see music on Spotify, like if I made music for like a game soundtrack, let's just say, and I probably never will, but if I made music for like Sega, it would be like composed by Chris Chapman. I wouldn't use Dusk, because that would be like composing as a video game. Like, I've composed this music as Final Fantasy for Phantasy Star. It wouldn't work. John Dusk. Okay, here's a hot take. You know that channel of those people? It's called like Orion or whatever. And the aesthetics are usually pretty cool. Do you think that's AI music, or do you think it's really like 5 or 10 friends making DMB every day? I don't know. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. I know you've seen that channel because it popped off. They put out like a 2-hour mix like every day. I'm curious to see what you guys think. You know, I noticed that, like, I've read the comments on that channel. You never see anything about AI. Do you think they delete all the comments saying AI? My 10 friends. But I read the comments because I wanted to see. Most of the comments are bots. Holy shit, really? That's crazy, actually. I didn't even know it got that deep. What do you do, like buy bots or something? Like, how do you even fucking do that? Why would you even want to do that? That's just wild. It's kind of scary how many comments are bots nowadays, but I'm sure there's a good moment of real ones mixed in. That shit's wild. A lot of people don't really care if it's AI. I see channels stating they're AI getting lots of views. They should just be honest. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if something's AI. I just wish there was a classification system so like people who wanted to listen to real music could find it, you know? I think it's real. I don't think the music, I think the music might be AI, but I don't think it's all bots. I think people are listening to it because I listen to it. For AI music, you could tell it's AI music in my opinion because the sound quality changes and stuff. Like it's a bad MP3, but I think it's actual people. Yeah, those ones are definitely bots, the wannabe famous stuff. I would say most of the comments on the Orion videos are real people though, because I could see real people just listening to that and not realizing it. The bot shit is crazy. I can tell that the person behind it actually put time into it, and yeah, I don't mean they all are bots, but a lot of them are. The same content shows up in all the videos. That's true. Pandora's box has been opened. We'll never be able to get rid of the slop, so being transparent about it is all that we can do, sadly. That's true, Bork. Found some AI dub techno mixes that are pretty good, but the fact that they don't state the facts makes me not want to listen at all. Yeah, just be honest about it. That's like when I found out that the original, like, illustration for Heaven EXE, the original Eleanor, was AI. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it when people say, what's the artwork? Like, well, the original one was AI, and now we don't use AI because we make money off stuff, so why would I, you know, I don't know. Why hide it? Just be honest about it. I'll never have a piece of AI in my artwork again. And I haven't since. Someone asked me on Instagram, like, where are the illustrations from? And I did the whole rundown. I was like, it depends on the era of Dusk. The first Heaven EXE illustration was AI with like skilled graphic design behind it. And then everything after Angel Mem was real. And you can find the artists on Instagram. I cite sources now. Like on the latest one, the render, you can find it on ArtStation. You can find the Blender file. You could buy the Blender file if you wanted and look at it. My 10 friends with no names sounds like a good band name, lol. I think AI has its place. For me, it should be in a tool. It does suck that there are extremely lazy people out there that use AI through the whole process and suffocate small creators. Yeah, that's the thing that's a shame for me, since it's not classified right. It's just like, we're already living in a content saturated world, and it was already really competitive. Like, for producers who are trying to make a name for themselves, it was already really hard. And now it's even harder because of all the AI stuff out there. That's the only thing that like I really get upset about. Because it's like all this noise between listeners that want to hear real artists and real artists trying to connect with their fan bases or their listeners. And it's a real shame that there's just slop in the pipeline now. You know? Oh, heck yeah, Pettyhead. I did a lot of stuff to that model in Photoshop. Like, a lot of, like... I used, like, Liquify and all sorts of stuff. But the original one is the cat girl from ArtStation. I took the cat ears off. Basically, I brought it into Blender and took a still and then just edited it from there. The anime Carol and Tuesday portrayed AI music well before it finished too. I've never even seen that. I'll have to check that out. I just count myself really fortunate that we got the community together right before the AI onslaught. Like, our community is formed. I see a lot of my peers really getting frustrated. Putting stuff like not AI. I put it too in my descriptions, but like everywhere, just people are getting really frustrated because their view counts are going down and stuff. Like, real artists are getting screwed. But luckily, the Dusk community is a little different because it's about the community more so than it is about me. So we kind of are in our own lane, if you will, which is fortunate. But yeah, it's a pain. It's a fucking mess right now. Medical research that helped doctors maybe find a cure for cancer. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. We built different. Our community is just fucking awesome. And that has to do with you guys. It doesn't really have to do with me. Like, I'm a steward for the community, you know, like the community host, and yeah, I make pretty cool music, but Dusk is about just hanging out, like the vibe. You know, it's all vibes, man. I mean, it helps that I use hardware and shit, and I don't take shortcuts, and I like doing things the long way. And like yesterday, I almost electrocuted myself on a tube compressor that I didn't almost electrocute myself, I'm being dramatic, but I opened up a tube compressor and tried to fix it because it keeps breaking. Shit like that, that's just how I roll. My job, really big company too, they're doing layoffs using shitty Claude Run dashboard that tracks everyone's performance. Yeah, it's getting shit. It's getting shitty. I'm not gonna die. I was really safe. I think it depends on how your perspective. I am a 3D technical artist and work with Blender, Maya, ZBrush, etc. Instead of 4+ hours troubleshooting niche problems, I can spend 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I get that perspective. I'm not here to say AI is bad, really. Like I said, I don't care. I use ChatGPT for, like, organizing my thoughts. I don't hate AI. I just don't like how the AI slop is clogging the pipeline. Yeah, Knights is inherent. Knights hates AI. He's definitely anti-AI. The worst thing I ever did in the Dusk project was allow that generative AI girl on Angel Mem. That was probably the worst take I've ever had. I learned my lesson after that. After that, I was just completely done. I was like, no. It sabotaged the whole album. Like, I want to redo Angel Mem completely. No. There was no... Alright, let's not get it twisted. I've never ever used AI in my music. Ever. Not even a second, not even anything, not generative any fucking bullshit. I'm talking about the cover art. Yeah, go look at the Angel Mem cover art. It's like clearly AI generated. My designers, they'll generate AI like for the illustrations if I let them. But I don't. I have specific instructions now. So basically the way I do it is I give my designers illustrations and I'm like, do not use anything outside of these illustrations in the cover art aside from your design, like your text and stuff. But at the time, I was like kind of letting it slide, you know? But then I upped the standard. I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. I would say, like, here's the irony of it, though. And I know you guys have noticed this, and I'm not trying to put any of my peers on blast at all. At all. But I would say a lot of my peers use AI artwork on their mixes. The mixes that they say, you know, this music is not AI, but they'll use AI on their mixes instead of hiring designers. And I think that's, I guess, fine, whatever. AI should be a tool that handles menial tasks, not the creative process. I agree. I agree with you. But anyways, yeah, a lot of my peers use it in their album art for sure. And I think the problem with that is this. Like we'll put it into perspective. So let's rewind back to 2024 before you guys knew what Dusk was. And I had come home from work, got my paycheck. I created Heaven EXE, no followers, like 3 followers on Instagram. I hired my designers, and 2 weeks later, they came back and they showed me the Heaven EXE artwork. I'm just a dude who's like working tech support to fund Dusk, and I get this amazing album artwork. I was like, fuck yeah, we'll use this. I didn't know that people were gonna like my music. I didn't know how the album was gonna do. So we put it out, and it blew up. I think that's okay. Like, when you don't have the money, I think it's okay. But as soon as you cross a certain threshold and you're like, now I'm making like you know, considerable, like when Spotify streams can pay your rent and, you know, Bandcamp can pay your rent, it's time to put some money aside for real illustrators. That's just my opinion. Once your community is formed and your community is paying you to exist pretty much, like that support, you should have the decency to bring artists into the loop and share that money with real artists who are also trying to make it. I don't know if you guys, because I see a lot of my peers using AI art, and that's my take on that. And some of them are definitely making probably about as much as me. So I'm not trying to put anyone on blast. This is just like a personal take. And that's why I stopped using it. Plus, you know, it's just cooler. Like someone sits down and listens to your music and they illustrate something to your music and then it becomes a part of the brand. That's so cool. Even as someone who doesn't have much money, as I make my inventions that I hope to take off, I still won't be using any AI besides a tool to seek. That's totally cool. I think I respect it. I understand that AI could be used to get the idea out there and make something you lack the hardware for. It's a complex topic, but I think we tend to lean towards appreciating physical, real hard work. Yeah, because it's expression. And you know what else, though? I don't know if you guys... Well, I never told you guys this, but aside from Heaven EXE, which is just like the blueprint for everything, I put that out onto physical with the original cover art. But the reason Gaia Ray is not out on CD yet, the reason Angel Mem is not out on CD yet, but Sanctuary OS is is because I'm not putting out physicals until I get illustrators to do the physicals. Because that's like it's one thing when it's digital, but to sell a physical thing and have AI be a part of that, aside from maybe like a blueprint, I just don't, that doesn't sit right with me. And that's why those are not out yet, because I'm waiting to, to get actual illustrators. Can I get a pipe? Appreciate everybody. But yeah, when that shit comes out on physical, it's gonna have an actual artist's rendition of the cover. It's one thing when it's digital, but to bring it into the real world, hell fucking no. Thanks for the pipe, yo. Yeah, we need to look out for each other. And yeah, if you're getting, I don't know. I just see a lot of my peers using like AI stuff still for their artwork, and I get it. Like, times are hard, whatever, but I don't know. If you're making money off your art, you should probably, I mean, for me, the integrity to just hire an illustrator. So that's kind of been my perspective for a while. Once the community formed. You can get Taco on dustshop.com. You can get Heaven EXE, and I'm going to be putting out Sanctuary OS in like a few days. You're a hireable 3D, 2D artist? Heck yeah. Well, I'll take a look. I'm always looking for people, but yeah, just like go and use the one on Discord, like the art thread that we have, the art channel. Well, I'm sitting around a bunch of analog gears, so y'all know that I'm not a robot. But it's just kind of like bizarre to me that I see a bunch of my peers complaining about AI music mixes, but they're using AI art for their album covers. It's a little bit ironic to me. They're not being because think about the artists and what they're dealing with right now, you know? A lot of those artists live on commissions, and they're trying to pay rent, and they're trying to get food, and it's like, we're supposed to be working together, yo. Connect with an artist on Instagram or something and throw them $400 to make an illustration. You know, $200, $400. You'll make the money back. Anyways, and you'll have like real emotion put into your project. Like, it means more when someone puts their feelings into your project. Yeah, Zone C. Heck yeah. We gotta look out for each other out here. Also, there's like, I'm not gonna lie, on the Lost Sanctuary, I kind of went the cheap route. Because I was creative with it. It's still not AI. Someone got paid, but I just bought a royalty-free 3D model on ArtStation. Because you can go on there, you can buy like extended licenses to 3D models, throw them into Blender. You can do whatever you want with them at that point because you own an extended license. So I kind of went the cheap route, but I still didn't use AI. Plus, I had to do a lot to that 3D model. I brought it into Photoshop, did a bunch of shit to it. Man, there's a lot of work went into that, actually. Yeah, Zone, go to the Lost Sanctuary mix, and at the bottom I cite my sources on everything, and I link the 3D model. Yo, what up, 19CD? That cheap route is still much better than these Sims where people don't even make any changes to the assets they buy. That's true. Yeah, I used a base asset, and I really tweaked the shit out of it, too. Beanie helped me. Still working on my browser. Oh, heck yeah. That shit was awesome, dude. The Sanctuary OS art is my favorite. It's cute and floaty. The poster is tempting. That all was done by someone named Sad Pony, and they have a YouTube page. I actually follow them. They're amazing. I want to commission them again. I just haven't really come up with a cohesive idea yet of what I want to do. 4 different rendering modes. I just think it's crazy that you're rendering like graphics in a console window. Dusk and Zone, you guys ever use 3D Connection Space Mouse? I can't live without it, but I am in more of CAD lane, not sculpting Blender side things. I don't know. I don't even sculpt in Blender. I just take stills of the model and do my editing in Photoshop, because I just need a still. I don't need like it for a game or anything. Cheap route is where it's at. One of my releases was just the title of my artist name written in Sharpie. Oh, heck yeah. Took a photo with my phone, added some light overlay. Heck yeah. If you look at the Lost Sanctuary girl, I used her in a single before. You can see the evolution of how I've edited it too. Like from there to like Heaven Punisher, I keep editing the still and making it different. There's like subtle changes that I do to it every time. I'll change like the lighting, and I'll change like the texture, and I'll change like the facial expression and stuff. VR chat world artists, they do. I kind of want to hop on, like I want a VR chat DJ area. I linked my art station on Discord. I don't know if it's anything you're looking for right now, but I'm just putting it out there. I'll check it out for sure, Pityhead. I was gonna read something. As a starving artist who lost her oh yeah, Pixie. I'm nervous about picking up the pencil again, but I think instead of getting in my head and comparing my art, I will do it for fun like old times. Definitely do it because you love it. Like don't worry about it. Just do it because it feels good and cathartic, you know? That's like the main drive. It's just like express yourself and feel good. Yo, what up, Soy? Just tuned in. The level reminds me of old Tron. Yeah, it does kind of have that vibe. I'm moving towards making clothes for MetaHuman models on Unreal Engine 5. I already got my online store approved and fat. That's awesome, Zone. The VR chat DJ scene is so cool. They really go all out with the visuals, too. Yeah, I kind of want to get involved. I don't know where I would start, and it might be too much of an investment for me, like time-wise, because I'm doing so much. But like Heaven EXE and VR chat would be amazing. I just like right now it's not top priority, but it's definitely on the list. I recommend the VRC group Institute of Transology. Okay. You know, I did some of the Dusk artwork in Vroid. I used Vroid and I bought a bunch of clothes on the Vroid store. I kind of want to do that again. That was fun. I did it for the original tape design for tape sessions. That version of Dusk is a Vroid model. I gotta get back into it. I actually forgot how to kind of use Vroid, but it's so cool. You can buy clothes that people make and stuff, and then like decorate your character and change how they look. It's pretty sweet, but I would have to take a day and really get back into it because I haven't done it in like a year. Since 2D art is where I feel I am the weakest, but there's nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, you just got to do it. I jump in all the time, like with graphic design and stuff. I'm not that great with graphic design, but I'll jump in and like do the best I can at times. It depends on the project. Sometimes I commission, sometimes I use assets that I've already bought. Beanie has helped me out so much. She's got the artistic eye. She's brilliant. But like the Heaven Punisher art, she helped me out. So she was teaching me Photoshop, and she had just learned Photoshop. She's teaching me how to do stuff in Photoshop. I'm like, what? I make everything from scratch, from the asset, textures, and substance designer, and sampler, painter, etc. That's so cool. How hard would it be to make a model like these PSO models? I want some artwork that looks like the PSO models. Yeah, Beanie's brilliant. And I love that piece of artwork too. Just wait till you see the card. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, I want low poly dusk models. Yeah, I want them to be like literally exactly like PSO. Or like Xenosaga. The low poly details. Star Ocean? Yeah, a little bit. It's a pretty cool game. A 3D dusk and low poly, since that's the style I've been playing with for my game. Oh man. I'm gonna I'll check out the art channel on the Discord and see, because I'm looking to start some new projects soon. I have a Xenosaga art book that I look at obsessively. There's a few projects I'm working on. I think this week I'm going to work on the ambient mix thing I was talking about. Because, well, I can't do drums right now because I'm waiting on a new compressor. Wish I had a chord Triton, though. I'm going to have to get a little creative with the textures. Do you guys think the ambient stuff should have sub bass? Oh shit, I died. Or should I leave the sub bass out? Because for sleeping, sub bass is kind of like not good. I feel like it makes people feel anxious when they're trying to sleep. Like a atmospheric track with like heavy sub. I don't think it's a good idea. Xenosaga is cool. I really want to play Dot Hack Infection again. I'm gonna get a whoa, what was that? What just dropped? Well, it couldn't have been that good because we didn't get a banner. I can't really say all of what I do as a 3D technical artist because I'm limited by YouTube comments, but I also do rigging, wave painting, blend shapes, and animation. Damn, Zone. Another photon drop. I never played Shadow Hearts. It'd be cool to get some people who are like really in the community, like super involved in the community, in on the art side of things. But I'll have to check out. I'm pretty freaking specific. Like I'm very particular on like the aesthetics, so I can be kind of a stickler. I don't micromanage once I find something that I like, but I'm very particular. So I'll take a look at what we've got on the community art thing, and I'll see if I get any ideas. study 18 hours a day in your free time? Well, shit. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm so particular on aesthetics, obviously. Otherwise, Dusk wouldn't be what it is. I'm very, very particular. I hate doing UVs. What's a UV? Oh man, no Punisher, man. We're gonna get that Punisher, I'm telling you. We should probably be doing that Hunter's Boost Road or whatever that they have for it. But yeah, we're very, yeah, we just got ideas, right? You guys should check out Sad Pony's channel. They're freaking amazing. They'll be doing art on like PictoChat or whatever and stuff on the DS. Is wild. You spell their name like this though. Hold on. I'll say it in chat. I'm probably gonna get dead in a second, so I'm trying to type in chat. Check them out. I'm telling you, they're brilliant. They worked on Sanctuary OS. I really want to commission them again. I just, like I said, I need a cohesive vision before I go and commission. Sad Pony's goated. It's wild. Damn, you guys. We're sitting at 49 people. I usually don't look, but like it's crazy. And then someone always says, you say that every time. It's just like wild to me that we can just chill out and hang out like this. PSO is the way. It's pretty cool. Sad Pony's really legit. You should. The Discord that's what the Discord's for. You guys can connect there and chill. I be hanging out in there too a lot. I love interfaces as well. Menus fascinate me actually. Are you okay with people using your music in videos that they release? Yes. As long as it's not like a video game or like a product. Yeah, you can use the music on your stream, you can use the music in your YouTube videos, whatever. You don't even have to ask, like it's free to use. You won't get copyright flagged or anything. No IDs will pop. Shout out to you, Dusk, for Sanctuary OS. Kept an eye on your channel. Your work and your focuses are great at capturing that feeling, fleeting wonder of early 2000s tech. Best wishes, keep spreading the sauce. Appreciate you, Deep. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. And yeah, man, I'm obsessed with that time period. I feel like I live in that time period, like consciously. I'm still like that 17-year-old just chilling playing video games, but obviously as an adult because I have adult responsibilities and such. But yeah. Like I said, like the future that we were promised by like mainstream media, we can make that future that was promised in the mid 2000s. We just gotta do it ourselves. It's probably the way it was meant to be anyways. We can't rely on them. Mainstream media was always set to fuck us over. Not to poach or anything, just want to share the good vibes I've had there and feeling there. No worries at all. Yo, we gotta get a Heaven Punisher, yo. There's this artist. Oh, whoa. What is it? Oh, just an event egg. There's this artist collective called Millennium Strike that I've kept up with over the years, and they recently expanded into the VRC DJ scene. They do like retro and rave music. I feel like you'd be good fit. Maybe I'll check it out. I say exactly that all the time. Build it in our own garage. That's the type build with my inventions. Yeah, this is gonna be homegrown, yo. We're doing it on our own. We don't need mainstream media. We don't need anyone else. We can just create the vibe. It's empowering when you realize things don't exist just because there was always a will. It's freeing. At least in terms of like human creation. Yeah, like imagine millennials having their own garages. True. That's so fucking true. Alright, what is it, like 5:30 in the morning? Alright, I gotta get out of here, guys. This was fun as hell. Appreciate everybody for showing up, and I hope to see you on the Discord. I'll be around. I try and stream when I can. Do you listen to Strawberry Milk? I feel like I've heard the name, but I haven't listened. If you wanted to do Gaia Ray or Sanctuary OS aesthetic themed VR chat world and do DJing, I'd be so on board to contribute. Definitely something I could think about, Zone. Appreciate the offer. It was cool catching a stream. Thanks for sharing your adventures. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is our adventures. Is it okay if I DM you on Discord about a few related things soon? I gotta head out soon, but I need to hang out on more streams in Discord. Yeah, you can hit me up. Sometimes I'm a little hard to find, but like I'm pretty accessible. Yeah, good night, Pixie. 19 nights, everybody. It's been fun. Until next time, peace.